Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream of Tour de France on Steven's crew. I'm gonna play today Tour de France 2017, stage 9, nantua-chambery, 182 kilometers long. There is a lot of danger in this stage. Downhill, definitely for the downhills. It's like, ouch. I see them today, there was a lot of crashes in there. That was so dangerous. But that's normal probably. Alright then, let's go. I'm riding with the BMC team of Belgium again. Enjoy, boys and girls. Alright. Where is he? There you are.
Hello and welcome to all. This stage is a key rendezvous for the general classification favourites. With the Col de la Biche, the Grand Colombier and the Mont du Chat, there are no less than 3 all-category climbs on the menu. With a total of 4,600 metres of vertical gain, there's no doubt that this stage is crucial in the fight for the yellow jersey.
And Port, you're gonna protect me.
I'll try and the relays.
There will be no observation round today. The riders will be in the thick of it from the first kilometre, with the successive climbs of the Côte de Nerol and the Col de Berentin. 2 difficulties classified as third category. Acceleration at the head of the peloton. He's trying to bridge the gap. There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
Well, let them have that 1 and 2 points.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
He could be labelled as a puncher, but is also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic. Good puncher, the Breton Cyril Gauthier is a rider with an attacking temperament. If the stage can have important consequences for the general classification, it can also have a significant impact on the standings for the polka dot jersey. Indeed, with 3 all-category passes on the programme, a rider who was first over each of them would pick up a maximum of 75 points. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
His qualities as a ruler are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead, especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb, but he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish. He's a rider who can put in a long day's ride. He has no real strengths or weaknesses, except the mountains.
The yellow jersey has got his team riding early to manage the time gap. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
The riders are beginning the ascent of the first all-category climb of the day, the Col de la Biche, just over 10 kilometers of effort, with an average slope of 9%.
There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty. After the summit, it doesn't drop away immediately. But once the descent has begun, you'll very quickly be at the foot of the Grand Colombier. He launched the mountain sprint. His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
I'm so sorry.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. Change at the top of the provisional general standings. The leader's team will have to make its mark. He is no longer the provisional yellow jersey.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
The intermediate sprint is approaching, but there is little chance that the candidates for the green jersey will be able to score points at this stage of the race.
The first riders have reached the intermediate sprint. Taken control of the overall standings. Great stuff. Keep it up.
Allez, on y va.
Allez, allez, allez.
He is the winner of the intermediate sprint.
try and hinder relays.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
Keep pushing!
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. His teammates are riding to protect the jersey. The yellow jersey does not necessarily need to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of a stage.
Bravo les gars! On continue comme ça! Vas-y! Continue comme ça! Allez! C'est le maillot vert! Basta, basta! Animo, animo! Vamos chicos, muy bien! Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça! Green jersey! Et voilà!
For now, he's the virtual yellow jersey.
Before beginning the final all-category pass, the riders must first scale the Côte de Jongieu, classified as third category. There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. Here's the positions over the last climb. We're provisional leaders. Come on, keep at it.
The Mont du Chat, with its 9 kilometers of slope at an average of over 10%, will surely decide the day. Even if the finish is not at the top, it will be difficult to make up ground on the descent leading into Chambery.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. The polka dot jersey has enough lead to be sure to keep it today. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
At the bottom of the descent, there will be a little over 10 kilometers before the finishing line in Chambery.
I'll try and hit the relay.
Only 10 kilometres left for the head of the race. The road to Chambery is now totally flat.
Pas au mieux celui-là.
Looks like he's hit the wall.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
He's attacking to catch up.
On y va.
Vai, vai. Allez.
Another 5 kilometres for the lead rider. He looks well set to engrave his name on this stage.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
At less than 3 kilometres from the finish, the man in front looks to be heading towards a prestigious victory.
He's also trying to accelerate.
The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race.
The breakaway is 1 kilometre from the finishing line.
Watch out, there's an attack at the head of the peloton. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
He's attacking. Whatever you do, don't let him build a lead.
Chips. That sucks. Rest day. Finally, rest day.
We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France. Coming!
This result is clearly not up to my expectations. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind, it's obviously a disappointment.
Hey, full energy again.
Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties.
Alright boys and girls, thank you for checking out my live stream of the day of Tour de France. I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later. That was Perignon de Berga. From Nantua to Chambery, stage 9 I arrived. Alright, catch you later. Use code. Ciao.